Hello. Welcome to the dojo. Of course, it is Randroid's dojo, and this is Randroid's coding hour. That's right. We're going to spend an hour on New Year's Eve coding something very simple. Are you guys ready? Let's check the stream. Oop, audio sounds good there. Let's check the YouTube stream. I know you guys can't see this. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Inception. Live. It's live. Let's check. Perfect. All right. Here's what we're going to do today on this last day of 2023. Last 3 hours of 2023. Here in Central Time. We're going to do, the whole point of this is I've been wanting to install, I wanted to make a simple program, simple program that runs on the terminal that I can distribute to you or a friend or colleague or whatever. And what does that mean? Okay, let's start here. Right in front of me, I have a Hello World Python script. Literally got this out of the box from PyCharm. JetBrains' Python IDE. And I'm going to run it. And then we'll talk about what it does. So obviously there's some comments in here. They don't use // whack. They use the pound sign. They define a function. That's what def means. They use underscore, all lowercase, for the function name, print hi. They accept a parameter. And then they print to the screen. F apostrophe hi. The name. Is that backtick or apostrophe? Probably backtick, right? That'd make more sense. A new keyboard here. Let's see if I can find my backtick. Nope. Where's my backtick? This is why I need my key map. Working on my new key layout. Key map. Update. Not right now. Sorry. No. I should have updated. It's okay. We're using our fallback keyboard. Alright. Backtick. I don't know. What does that look like to you? Backtick. Yeah, not a backtick. Alright. This is an interpreted string. That's what that means. That's all I was trying to say. And then there's an if name equals main print I PyCharm. This is the main script. This is how you run it. That's cool. What if I want to run this from the command line? So right now you got to have JetBrains, PyCharm, got to have all this code. You've got to have a Python environment. That's what this virtual environment is. We got 3.9 set up in a virtual environment. And then you got to be able to hit this little button, right? Or as it says in the comment here, Control R, which for anyone familiar with this IDE, it's really just running this run configuration here. And every time I run it, it's saying, hi, PyCharm. But I want to pass in my own name, right? And I want this to be run from the terminal. So I'm going to open a terminal window. Just do it here in the IDE, but really I could do this at the Mac level. And I want to run my script, but where is it? What's ls in this folder? So we got a main.py, Python. How do I execute that? Can I just call main.py? No permission. Probably have to gmod it or something, right? Gmod plus x main.py. And then main.py. Syntax error. It's not happy. Okay. Let's use, so part of the stream, all these streams, is using AI to help, right? It's a new world. I've got JetBrains' AI assistant now. I actually like it so far. It doesn't just give you the chat like you see here, but it can also give you feedback on your code. So I'm going to start by clearing out some of these comments because I think they're just adding noise. All right. And let's see what we can do with this AI. So obviously in the chat here, we can, what is this? User prompts. I can save different prompts. That's pretty much it for the chat window, but I could right click a line, AI actions. I can explain the code, suggest refactoring, find problems, or copy this into a new chat window, write some documentation, generate some unit tests, generate code, convert file to another language, add your prompts. So very cool. Let's use this to, first let's just say explain code. See what it says. It says the provided Python code is quite straightforward and includes basic concepts such as function, definition of Python's if name equals main class. Let's break it down line by line. Def print hi name. This line defines a function named print hi that accepts one argument name. Print f hi name. This line is inside the function definition and is the function's sole action. It prints the string hi followed by the value of the name argument. Note that the syntax f apostrophe or single quote single quote is used for string formatting, allowing us to include variable values within strings. String interpretation. If name equals main, this line checks if the Python script is being run directly. So that's what I'm doing. I'm running it directly. When a Python file is run directly, the special variable name is set to main. However, when a Python file is imported as a module, the name variable is set to the name of that file without the py extension. This check allows certain code to only run when the script is being executed directly, not when it's imported as a module. Okay, cool, great. How can I call this from the command line? Let's see what it says. To run the Python script from the command line, you need to use the Python command followed by the path to the script. Oh, I didn't say Python. Guys, noob. Don't usually work in Python. Total oversight though. So it's Python space current directory. Excuse the keyboard. Main.py. Oh my gosh. So simple, right? Hi PyCharm. Now, what if I want to pass in an argument? Let's try putting a space. Randroid. No, didn't work. Let's try treating it like that. It's going to work. What if we said main? Maybe because I'm running it directly, I can't do that. No, can't. How? Okay, so let's just make sure I did what it said. CD path. Once you're there, Python. Yep. Command will end. This assumes that your Python installed and configured, which it is. Especially since the Python script file has the necessary permissions to be executed. Well, I already did that. All right. Okay. How do I pass in my own arguments? All right, so we got to change the code to do that. To pass in your own argument to the Python script from the command line, you will need to use the sys module in Python. This module provides access to some variables used or maintained by the Python interpreter and to functions that interact strongly with the interpreter. It has a list called argv, which holds the command line arguments of the script. First, modify your script to accept command line arguments. So they're importing sys, and now they're using the sysargv1. It is not zero-based, which is sad. Here, sysargv1 is used to get the first argument passed from the command line. Note that sysargv0 is always the name of the script itself. Oh, that's cool. That makes sense then. Then you can command line run your script and pass an argument. Very cool. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to try... Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can have AI do that for me. Let's say... let's put a comment and say... parse arg1. Okay. Didn't want to do it. What if I say write code? Find problem, new chat, write documentation, generate code. parse arg1 and print and pass into print function. There we go. Parse. Probably didn't need to set it as a variable, but it did it. Cool. Oh. Except all. So you look at it side by side. Choose what you want. Pretty cool. Very cool. Specify. Ask AI to improve the results in line arg1. Okay, pretty good. Specify don't print PyCharm. What? Print high name. Print high name. If not equal to PyCharm, print f high name. Undo. Oh, read it. Is this argv1 is not equal to PyCharm, print high. Sys argv1. No. Only print argv1. Only print PyCharm if argv1 is not set, is undefined. Print high PyCharm name equals PyCharm if length. This is ugly. Oh, is this a diff? Am I just reading it wrong? Oh, I was just reading it wrong. It was gray this whole time. Oh, that's funny. I'm going to accept all this, but I think it's written really ugly. Well, now it's even saying it doesn't like its own code. Let's see. Expected 2 blank lines. Fine. We can reformat that. That's no problem. Why do you need 2 blank lines after the imports? That's weird. Excuse me. That's so funny. Okay. This code sucks. I don't like this at all. Here's another way to write it. Say arg. We'll say name. I guess I already did do that. If length equals 1, or if it's less than 2. God, there's got to be a better way to write that. Python's weird. Suggest refactoring. Let's see if it comes up with a better way. I've introduced a main function. The logic to parse command line arguments has been moved to a parse arguments function. Function parse arguments has a return type string hint for better understandability. Is that right? That's cool. Very nice. Function parse arguments has a return type string hints. Code becomes cleaner and even more readable. Now each function has its own responsibility. Main function acts as an entry point, parse arguments, process input arguments, and print high just prints message. Cool. And then you can actually tell it to use this code, I believe. See diff and apply. Pretty cool. All right, mainly just messing around with AI at this point. But yeah, cool. Let's run that. Oop, not dash H. Hi dash H. All right, cool. Hi PyCharm. Hi Randroid. Cool. Whatever. What was the point of this? So now I have a script I can give to you. You will have to make it executable like I did earlier, but whatever. That's doable. But imagine I send everyone a Slack message and go, hey, here's a file, a .py file. Download this. Make sure you have Python installed. Gmod it. And then execute this command. It's not right. It's not the best way to distribute code. Obviously, I could make a GitHub repository and say, here's a GitHub repository and a README that tells you how to download and basically do all the same thing. There's one more way There's many more ways, but there's something I want to do, which is I want to use a brew tap. What is a brew tap? So, command line programs are often installed through Brew. If I say brew here, it's going to try to do something. Tells me what commands there are. So I can brew bottle, brew bump, brew uninstall something, brew install something, right? Let me ask AI something. What are some popular brew packages? So Brew's a package manager. Oh, that's really interesting. So this AI assistant refuses to answer that question. That's really weird. Let's see, is CodeGPT still enabled? It's fine answering it. That's just using OpenAI. ChatGPT behind the hood, really. Probably with its own prompt. Yeah, development tools, Git, Node.js, Python, Ruby, Go, Java, databases, and MySQL. Are those really Brew packages, though? I mean, yes, you can install anything through Brew, but I was thinking like utils, some cool, fun utils. Utilities, here we go. wget, curl, tmux, htop, tree, jq. Okay. Command line directory tree generator? What is that? What is tree? Tree is a command line utility that displays the directory structure in a tree-like format. It provides a visual. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's do it. So if I say tree, this path, or tree, I don't know, maybe not my whole home directory, might be a bit much. Maybe, let's see, cd, there we go. cd Unreal Engine. Ooh, that'd be fun. Oh no, that's all it's got inside. It'd be cool if it had more. Okay, actually, we can go to cd. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Projects. Probably not projects. cd projects. Yeah, Xamarin. That's fine. We could do Xamarin. All right, there we go. Bunch of stuff. So if I do tree and then I give it the current directory, it doesn't know what that is, right? So brew. Say brew install tree, and now tree must be in what they call like the core package. Great, now I should have tree. I don't know if I gotta reset the terminal or not, but let's just try it as is. Hey, it worked. So look at tree does print the current directory in a tree, versus if I just ls the folder, right? Obviously tree gives you what's in the folders, in the subfolders, right? There's obviously a lot of subfolders here, goes off the screen. But the point is, somebody made that util, and I could easily install with Brew. Now, the only way that works is if Brew accepted a pull request from the makers of Tree to put like the binaries in what's called Brew Core or something like that, or easily installable through Brew Core. I'm not going to do that today. I could do that, but the first step is to create what's called a tap. What are some popular taps? So think of it as you're brewing alcohol, brewing beer, brewing whatever, and you need to tap into someone else's repository, basically. So homebrew core, the default tap that contains the core formula and packages maintained by the homebrew team. So there's something called a formula that tells you how to install tree, in this case tree formula, and all its dependencies, right? And so core has a bunch of formulas, including tree. Homebrew Cask, a tab for installing macOS applications and GUI-based software using Homebrew. So I've used this to install Docker, for example. If you want an actual application in your applications folder, or you want an icon for it, you don't just want the CLI, you would use Brew Cask, and that would be just like going to their website or the App Store and downloading the app. And it would show up like a normal app, not just a command line util. Homebrew Versions, a tab that provides older versions of software. Homebrew Service, a tab that allows managing background services. Homebrew Science, a tab for scientific software. Homebrew PHP, Homebrew Games, a tab for installing games and game-related software. Homebrew Fonts. These are just a few examples of popular tabs available in Homebrew. Tabs can also be found using the brew tab command, allowing users to access and install formula from those tabs. Brew Search. You can explore more tabs on Homebrew website or by searching for specific tabs using Brew Search. So I don't actually think Brew Tap is going to tell me what I want. It did not. Okay. But this takes me to GitHub. So let me open up GitHub and show you what I'm talking about. Oh, looks like a couple of viewers. Hey guys, what's up? Oh wait, it's just me. It's my two windows. Alright. I need to sign in. You guys can't see this, but I am in GitHub now. Okay. So, in GitHub, we can search for Brew or I guess Homebrew. What's the full name? Homebrew. Brewing our stuff at home. / Now, anyone can create a tab that you can brew install from. You just have to say like brew tap into whatever the tap I want is, and then you can install from there. So I'll show you. It's easier shown than said. But they recommend that you use Homebrew as a prefix, Homebrew /. So if I just search for Homebrew /, I should be seeing some examples of just randomly created scripts from people on the internet. Funny enough, it's not actually searching very well. Homebrew test bot, Homebrew tap. Let's see what this is. Homebrew formula that allows installation of AWS tools through Homebrew Package Manager. Brew tap AWS tap. Homebrew -tap. Okay, for some reason it's not Homebrew. It's Homebrew -. I had it wrong. It's not /. Okay, so this is from Amazon, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and they're showing you how you could install their command line tools. I wonder if tap means one of these. It'd be weird that you have to specify tap. Okay, so now that I know I was searching wrong, let's search for Homebrew - this time. Homebrew Core shows up again. Homebrew Bundle, Homebrewery, Skyline, MU, Switch Brew, Homebrew. Wish there was a repository of cool Homebrew taps. Let's Google that. Cool Homebrew taps. Unsupported interesting taps. Awesome Homebrew taps. Thank you. Awesome brew taps, contents, brew taps, cast taps, external commands. It's like a brew taps. Install power level 9K Z Shell theme with Homebrew. A tap that provides a formula to download album artwork via Apple Music. Nginx, Community Nginx tap for custom modules. The official MongoDB brew. FFmpeg. I've used that for streaming. What do you call it? Compressing streams and stuff. Python itself can be installed via a tap. OSS. Yeah, these are like really huge. I was looking for like a simple util. Let's see. Python CLI CLI utils, brew taps. Brew tap for Jerry Shaw's productions and collections. Use the following commands to add this tap to your local homebrew installation. I guess you do need the word tap. I don't know why people are including the homebrew dash tap in their names. That doesn't seem right. But yeah, this guy has a bunch of little utils. Cool. Alright, anyways, enough of that. What I wanted to do was create my own. And so I think I already started it. Yeah, homebrew-Randroid, right? So this could be all the tools that you use that I use like on my setups, for example. I found this clone. I found this project that I could fork that sets up a basic tap for you. Why not just use Brew directly? This creates a more focused interface for end users to set up their devices and consistent. Yeah, this might be a bit much. This is supposed to install like a bunch of different software for you, like it's specifically for setting up computers. I might take a step back and not do this actually. Oh yeah, it's called forked from homebrew dev setup, right? Let's do a test instead of this guy. Let's actually follow this guide. There's a guide here for create brew tap for Python. And we will write a cool Python script at the end of this, if not today, in the next stream or one of the future streams. How to create and maintain the taps. This is the homebrew documentation for it, but there's some better guides out there I was reading about. There we go. This guy. I think this is what I was watching. Yeah, this guy. So he created, this is a bit old probably, but he created something called Dataset. Let's see what it does. It's an open source multi-tool for exploring and publishing data. Dataset is a tool for exploring and publishing data that helps people take data of any shape and size and publish that as an interactive, explorable website and accompanying API. Dataset is aimed at data journalists, museum curators, archivists, local government scientists, researchers, and anyone else who has data that they wish to share with the world. Explore a demo. Cool. Let's do that. Global power plants. Country equals Brazil. Is 0 records equals China. Well, that's just a lie. We're going to remove this filter. Ooh, they even have a little map. Is that right? Is it just 3? Oh no, okay, you gotta zoom in. What country is this? Interesting. Cool. Anyways, so this guy wrote a cool guide about how he created his own tab for this tool here. Interesting. So you would just install it by saying brew install and then his repository on GitHub. Simon W dataset / dataset. Wait a bit. Dataset version. Okay. Here's my code that makes this work. So if you look at the homebrew dataset, you can see it has a formula folder and the README. To install dataset using homebrew, brew tab, Simon, brew install, Simon, you can configure what the install worked using dataset version. Okay, so this is much simpler. I could fork this, but if I read his guide, he actually talks about how he created these files. These are Ruby files using a util. Because if you notice, this has to declare all of your dependencies as resources and where to get them. I don't have any dependencies other than Python itself, so I don't know if Python is mentioned here. I feel like it would be. Yeah, Python virtual environment. So I'm going to have to set up a Python virtual environment. This guy has Python 3.9, which is probably what I want. I could probably just fork this and then just get rid of all these resources because I don't need AIO files or ASGIS. Yes, I only need Python environment and maybe Python system. If for the hello world, I'm gonna need an OpenAI library for what I'm actually trying to build. But for now, that's all I need. So let's follow the guide a bit further. All right, creating a tap. Homebrew taps are. I mean, we should. I want to hit this point home a little hard. Actually, you know what? I can't. So I was gonna say, the whole reason you need a tap is because if your program is not in the core libraries of Brew, then you can't just say brew install dataset. But if you read further, I read this earlier, the guy actually got his into Python core. So taps are just naming conventions. Creating a tap is as simple as creating a GitHub repository with homebrew prefix as a repo, and this gets tapped when someone runs brew taps on a dataset. The repository needs a formula folder that contains a folder, blah, 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 creating a formula, implementing the test block, iterating and submitting homebrew core. This part. If your package gets accepted into homebrew core, you will be able to install it just by running brew install package name, right? So he actually goes on to say he did this. Homebrew maintained bottle versions of those core packages. They are precompiled bundles of assets, separate tar for each recent macOS operating system, which install much faster than the regular Homebrew, which has to compile everything. Homebrew contributing document tells you how to do this. I guess he doesn't say it, but he actually did this. So, but yeah, that's the point. Is I want to build. It'd be cool if I could say brew install Randroid, whatever, but I can't. Instead, I have to say brew install Randroid / whatever my repository is called, my tool is called. Randroid dev tools, whatever. But yeah, let's do our hello world first. So creating a tap, homebrew taps, we already talked about that. Repository needs a formula folder, which are Ruby files. Okay, formulas are Ruby files. The first working version of dataset formula can be seen here. Okay. The shape of the formula is this. Include language Python virtual environment, description, the homepage, URL, the actual tar file, a version, a SHA, and what it depends on, and the resources it depends on. Or I guess, yeah, there's more resources, but he just called out one. And then he has an install, virtual environment install with resources. So that's the git installs Python, a Python script, and then a test, system bin dataset -- help. Now, a -- help is not recommended. If you read the Brew tap guide, they say that's you need tests, and most people do a help, but that is not ideal. But it is better than no test at all, because it at least tells you that it's been installed. Every dependency needs to be listed as a resource. They all need to be available in standard distribution packages, sdist packages. I made sure all my dependencies had an sdist on PyPy. So PyPy is some kind of Python distribution, package distribution. PyPy, the Python package index. Cool. Going in the weeds here on Python. It must be installed on a fresh virtual environment. So you saw earlier, I already have a virtual environment. I'll show you how to create one of those. We'll create one. If you install it in an environment that with other packages, those packages must be included in the formula, even if they're not used by that tool. Create a fresh virtual environment like this. cd temp make fresh. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll call it something else though. Where should I? cd. We could do it here. Make dir. What do we want to call this? I just need to call it something else. I guess for now we'll call it Randroid. I don't want to use two words. Randroid dev. Okay. And then we'll cd into it. And then we'll say Python -m VNV. Okay. source venv bin activate to actually go into that environment. See, I mean venv. All right, so here's where he actually said he has another one called strip tags, and he wants to show you how to install it unlike dataset, which is in it's already packaged in Homebrew. Oh, strip tags is not packaged in Homebrew. I'm sorry. Installing both strip tags and Homebrew PyPyPoet package. Pip install strip tags, Homebrew PyPyPoet. Next, run poet-f to create the formula. Poet-f strip tags RB. So, strip tags must be an app of his, right? This is not in a Brew tab, you know? So it's just a Python script. He's got tests. He's got a main PI. He's got a CLI PI. Cool. Init from .lib import strip tags, all strip tags. I might use something like this to create a CLI. Yeah, so main just creates the CLI. That's cool. Lib. Then he has a library. Cool. Very simple util. And he's even got tests. Let's see what those do. Load the test YAML. Test strip CLI. CLI runner. Isolated file system. Copy to avoid modifying for later tests. Args. Okay. Args if use CI option. Create temp file when open input. So this is just like test setup. Substrate lib. Test not UTA encoding. Very unreadable tests. Let's see. Test YAML. Input. Hello world. Args expected hello world. Okay, so at least we can see his test inputs and outputs, but how he actually set up his tests is very confusing. So it strips tags out of strings like this. So these are HTML tags, like a paragraph tag. Hello world. Interesting. Sometimes he passes an arg, like this one, P, and sometimes he doesn't. Why? So when he says no args, hello worlds, bold worlds, no args, you expect hello worlds. But when you have a P parameter, you still expect hello world. B, just world. I see. He's saying, give me everything inside a P. And so this is a nested tag. He's got a P and a B, a bold and a paragraph. And so it returns everything inside a paragraph, which is both words. If you just want the stuff in bold, it just gives you world. Pretty cool. Okay, so if we want to write a Python test, this might be a decent example. All right, let's go back to his guide. So he's saying install his app using Python. So he's already got this in pip somehow. And also install Homebrew PyPyPoet. Now, what is Homebrew PyPyPoet? That's something to help you create Homebrew tabs, I believe. So let's look at it. PyPyPoet. Invoked like poet foo for some package foo, which is presently installed in syspath. Determines which packages foo and its dependents depend on. Downloads them from PyPy and computes their checksums and spits out Homebrew resource stanzas. Poet-f foo will give you a complete Homebrew formula. Poet-foo will write a resource stanza for a single. Oh, so this only works if it's something that's installed on syspath. And then it downloads them from PyPy. So it downloads the dependents on PyPy. Which packages foo and its dependents depend. How do you get installed on syspath? Let's look that up. How to install a Python script on syspath. Let's see. Determine the location of the Python script that you want to install. Let's assume the script is located path to script.py. Open a terminal command prompt and navigate to the directory where script is located. Run the following command to install the script on syspath. Python-m site. What is site? This command will display the user-specific site package directory where your script where you can place your script. Copy or move the script file script.py to the user-specific site packages directory obtained from the previous step. For example, if the user-specific site packages directory is users, you can copy the script using the following command. Okay, so now that I'm in my virtual environment, so this is a different virtual environment, but then this is the new one. I should be able to run this command, python-m site-user-site, and now this, that's not really my virtual environment though. At least I don't think it is. Copy or remove the script file script.py to the user-specific site package directory obtained from the previous step. For example, if the user-specific site file directory, you can copy the values in CP. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do that. So our main is here. I want to do cp main.py, and I want to paste it here. Cool. Once the script is copied to the site package directory, you can import and use it in your Python programs by simply importing it as a module. For example, if the script is named script.py, you can import it in another Python script like this. Import script. Ooh, I probably should have named it main.py. By installing the script in sys.path, you make it accessible to other Python scripts without needing to specify the full path each time. Note that the specific location of the user-specific site packages directly may vary depending on... Alright, so we have one problem here. I need to give this a unique name. So we can keep a main. Let's take a book out of, or a page out of this guy's book here. This one. Alright, so I don't know about this init from lib import strip tags. All strip tags. Okay, we don't need that. So yeah, CLI.py. Also very generic name, but from strip tags import strip tags. Where is he getting this? I guess this is a module? Was that right? Import strip tags. Lib. Import re from typing, import iterable optional. From strip tags. Maybe that's what this is. All equals strip tags. No. Strip tags, import strip tags. It's like a snake eating its own tail. Where do strip tags get defined? That's the part I don't understand. How can I give my Python script a unique name instead of just main.py? Okay, so hold on a second. If I rename this, call it Randroid.py. Can I call Python.Randroid.py? Yes. Okay. Let's copy this instead. And then let's remove I want to make sure. Let's see, ls main. Yeah, rm-rf main.py. ls Randroid. ls Randroid. Okay, cool. All right. Let's go back to where we were before. Okay, so now that our script is here. All right, cool. So he's saying install it. So we basically installed it. But he also wants us to install Homebrew PyPoet. We can go ahead and do that. Let's go back into this environment here. Brew install. Or no, it's pip install, right? Pip install or pip something. Pip install. So this should install in the virtual environment. Cool. All right. Next, run poet-f to create the formula. Poet-f strip tags. So we need to run poet-f Randroid. Randroid.rb. We'll see if they can do that. Error. Okay. Package not installed. Warning, Randroid is not installed, so we can't compute resources for its dependencies. Warnings.warn is not installed, so we can't compute. Alright, so it doesn't consider that installed. Or potentially it needs to be like source. No. Yeah, I can't pip install Randroid. Seems like there's an error with the package Randroid. Your Python environment isn't able to locate it. One standard solution might be to install the missing package using pip. You can do this by running the following command in your terminal. Remember to check that this command is being run inside correct virtual environment, especially if you're in multiple environments. So, how do I make my Python script installable with pip? You have to organize your project in a sensible structure. Most Python packages include a directory that contains the Python modules as well as several administrative files. For example, a typical directory structure might be project package directory init okay. So basically what this guy did earlier. Create a setup.py file. This is a build script for setup tools. It provides setup tools with details about your package. Here's a simple, oh, hello, common man. Sorry, I just saw your message. Thanks for hopping in. Find packages, setup. Okay, so yeah, we need to set all this up. README, license, create an init.py file inside your package directory. This can be empty, but must be present in the directory. After you've done this, you can package your project and distribute it as source distribution Python setup pydist. This will create a targz file in newly created dist directory. This targz file is what you would upload to PyPy should you choose to distribute your package. Users would then be able to install your package with pip by refactoring it in PyPy. Remember also to check the PyPy terms of service for test package distribution. Additional option to use the twine to upload your package version to PyPy. First install it via pip install twine, then run twine up for a private project, or initially use supplying the tar.gz file or directly install the project. Pip install dot might be sufficient. Do note this only a simplified version of making it. Yeah, so here's the deal. If you want to be on Homebrew, if you want to Homebrew, probably Homebrew core, there's nothing preventing you from being on a Homebrew tab, I guess. But if you read the Homebrew core docs, they tell you they don't typically want you to be on pip and Homebrew. So, like, you're not going to put yourself on PyPy and on Homebrew. Probably why this guy has one of each. So, I actually think this is the key. I think we can install the current directory, but first we have to, set up sdist. So I'm curious if I can do that just like this. But not setup.py. I don't have a setup.py. I'm trying to get around having to add all the extra stuff for just like a hello world. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. All right, so we do need a setup. Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna go down this road then. But yeah, we could do like well, I guess he doesn't have a setup. All right, we can look into creating. Oh, he does. Yeah, so we could do this, but we're basically doing the same thing as what we're trying to do with brew tab. So this is like an alternative. We could have done it this way, but I want to do a brew command. So this was all just the shortcut creating an RB file. But here's the deal. We don't need that. We actually have a very simple file, I bet. So here's an example of a complicated one with a bunch of resources. We don't need all of this. So we just need the very basics. So let's go ahead and create our own. In fact, let me copy this one instead. Cool. Every dependency needs to be listed. Okay, cool. What is the name of this file? I guess we could look in his repo. So in his repo, you have a folder called formula dataset.rb. So let's do that. New world directory formula dataset.rb. So this will be new file. We'll call it Randroid.rb. Okay. First thing we're going to do is get rid of all of his resources. We may need one. Let's save one for now. We'll say depends on Python 3.9 because that's what I've got installed. We're going to obviously update the names. This will be Randroid. And include language, Python, an open source multi-tool. This is actually just going to be a test util. Not really. Just testing out the Homebrew tap creation process. Alright, and then we could just redirect people to my website, because why not? And this is supposed to be the URL to the package, which it's not hosted, so don't know if you need that. This will be version 1. I don't have a SHA because there's no actual package. I wonder if this stuff is all optional. Let me try removing it. Alright, I'm even going to try removing this. Oops. How do you do a comment in Ruby? Begin. What is begin? That's such an ugly. Is that true? If I say right click, if I suggest refactor new chat using selection, generate new chat, generate code, convert, generate code, comment out. Not the whole thing. It's literally just comments. How do I say no? Cancel. It's fine. I can get another copy later if I need it. All right. Now that we got the formula, what was the next step? You can test installing the formula like this. Homebrew, no, install from API 1. Brew, install, build from source, verbose, debug, strip tags, RB. Problem is, I don't think our thing is installable. So this might still fail. Oops. I'm in the wrong environment. Oh, maybe it's fine. Hey, it's doing something. Enumerating objects, counting objects, compressing objects, receiving objects. What the heck did I include? Is there still a dependency in here somewhere? Just these guys, probably. Like, this isn't actually... Oh my god. System bin data set. Well, we don't have that. Don't have a dash help either. Let's see. How did he create a dash help? Dash help. Test coverage, ignore. Main, CLI. Help. Remove content in these selectors. Okay, so I don't actually know what this is. Click option. What's a click option? Click command. Damn. Just really installing the virtual environment? It's huge. Now, okay, so if this works, you'll be able to run strip tags. Which strip tags to check? Oh, which strip tags? Now add strip tags. So let me, before that finishes, can I say which Randroid? Randroid not found. So let's see if this actually works then. Okay, failed. No available formula with the name Randroid.rb. Got it. Where was it looking? Oh, maybe I'm in the wrong folder. Formula requires at least a URL. Okay, so I do need the URL. So I don't get this. In order to make something hostable in Homebrew, I have to first make it a Python package in like PyPy. Oh, hey, comment. I want to create my own pixel game. I know pixel art, but I don't know how to animate and create a pixel game. Please guide me. What software and coding I want to learn. Comment. I would recommend you go and check out a open source game engine. I think it's mostly 2D, called Godot. I don't know how to spell it. Godot. This is totally wrong. Gato. Oh my god, help me out, Google. Godot. 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 What is wrong with me? Godot. There we go. Gosh, my brain. Check out Godot. Godot. It's open source game development. It's replacing Unity for a lot of people because it's free. But it also kind of gives me Game Maker vibes, which was good back in the day. I built some games with Game Maker. But yeah, check this game engine out. Follow their tutorials. They'll walk you through the entire process. You can download assets. And there's a growing community of game developers using this engine. And yeah, best of luck. Check it out. Let's see how to create and maintain a tab. Yeah. Create Brew tab for Python scripts. Creating and running your own homebrew tab. Ew, bad fonts, dude. Bad color scheme. Creating a tab, adding a brand new package to a tab, adding modified version of package. The easiest way to add a package is to start with an application that is not part of the core and is available as a zip or tarball, and then custom tab that. Yeah, I don't have a zip. I guess I can try to make one. I wonder if... I lost the article now. I wonder if he was going to dive more into his other one that is on GitHub. Brew create CMake generative formula in your newly created tab. Brew tab new. Rambling on brew. What? Specify the type of build needed. CMake. Other templates are available. Crystal, Go, Mezen, Python. Dash head is where to tell Brew that URL is a repo, not a file. And your formula, once this last command has been entered, you will be entering your selected editor. License head. Install. Okay, maybe this would work. Why don't we try it? Let's create a new Git project. All right, git create repo. Oh man, I don't normally create them this way. Create is not supposed to git help, git branch, commit, merge, rebase, reset, switch, fetch, pull, push, bisect, diff, log, show, git, and the file goes, git clone, git init. Initialize, empty, git repository, ls. Cool. Probably want to only, and we do want to get ignore some stuff. Let's add that. Hello world IML. No, I don't think we want that. Miss modules. This guy. Add these to gits. Cool. Initial commit. And there's nowhere to push it to. Okay. I'll just commit. All right. So let's try this, but new. This is Randroid. Homebrew dash Randroid dash dev. Hopefully that doesn't confuse it. Tap news developer commands. Homebrew's developer mode has been automatically turned on. Initialize empty Git repository. Create. When a pull request making changes to a formula formula becomes green, all check pass, then you publish the build bottles. Okay. Brew create dash dash. So we want to do this, but we want Python. Okay, and then arc script ling Randroid I think it's Randroid 88. Let's see. This is probably not right. Set name. Randroid dev. Randroid dev 1. I guess 1. Set version 0. 1. Tap. Randroid 88. Homebrew. Randroid dev. No available tap. Randroid 88. Randroid dev. Run brew tap new. Randroid 88. Randroid dev. Brew tap new. Randroid 88 dash Randroid dev. Okay. When a pull request making changes to pass a nil into tmust. Please report this issue. What the heck is tmust? I don't know if it's supposed to exist in GitHub already or not. That's what I'm not sure about. Let's see. Specify the type of build needed to make other build. The URL of my Git repository. So this is his actual Git repository. Okay, so let me see. If I did this, Randroid. It's like this one, but I don't want to use this one. There we go. Homebrew-git. We can try this one. I'm curious if it only works with existing ones. So we can definitely try this. Though it would be just Homebrew Randroid for now. Set name. Randroid. Oops. No available tab. Right. Okay, third time's the charm. Still T must. Hello worlds. Brew, create, Python, homebrew, Randroid.get. Yeah, that's there. It's definitely there. Troubleshooting must update Python resources. Saying they're old. Brew.rb main. With set name, I get the formula's name and then its version. See, I don't have the formula's name yet. Finally, with tap, I gave it a repository. The user and repo name will have to match on GitHub, GitLab, etc. User and repo name will have to match. Is that right? So notice his repo. What was he talking about? If this is a username, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Edit your formula. Once this last command has been entered, you will be entering your selected editor. For me, it's Vim. All right, well, let's look into the tabs and external resource formula. Much easier. I want to look into this guy. Get a little more information on how this is supposed to work. Feature describes how Python is handled in Homebrew for users. Homebrew should work with C Python and defaults to macOS system Python. How to make Python. Install Python. Alright. Create new Python script for Homebrew. Tap. Python homebrew documentation. Simple homebrew formula for Python. Thank you. Please. I have simple Python app that I want to distribute via private homebrew tab. I have the following files in the main repo. Test the main script and the following config. Test RB committed in my tab. HTTP GitHub. Okay, so this needs to have the GitHub repo. Nice. Def install bin.install. When I install the main VI file, it's not available. How do I distribute? Can I rename? The buffer one doesn't mention the Python file, so it's not installed. You could try it like this. Something like install test main py bin.install symlink. Well, that's another whole other thing. Shoot. Yeah, I guess because it's not executable. Dang, man. I thought using Python would make things simpler, but now I'm wondering. Let's see if AI can help us. Create a fully functional how-to guide that walks me through creating a very simple Python hello world script and getting it published as a homebrew tap. It's not the right words, but it might do it. Create your Python script. Creating a homebrew formula for a defined sign application should be installed. Distribute your Python script via homebrew. You'll need to create a formula for it. Here's a basic format structure that we can use. Hello world, homepage, GitHub, username, repo, URL. Where does tar come from? Def install hello world. To do system bin hello world. Replace username repo with your GitHub username and repo name where you'll publish your Python script. Replace SHA. There's a file with the SHA 256 as a tar file of your repo's release. Okay. Save this as a hello world.rb inside a directory called formula in your project root directory. Setting up your GitHub repository. Next, push your files to your GitHub repo. It should have the following structure: my repo, formula, hello world.rb, hello world.py. Making a release in your GitHub repo. Click releases, draft a new release, put a tag version, create your release. GitHub will automatically generate tar.gz. Okay, nice. tar.gz file will be available. Writing your formula, replace the URL and SHA 256 fields in your formula with the URL. Then commit the file. Testing your formula. Ensure your formula works as expected. Use brew install build from source. GitHub URL formula. It all steps have been followed correctly. Brew publishing your tab. Now we're finally ready to publish your tab. First, create a new tab. Brew tab new. Then cd the generate directory formula template. Finally push the changes. Get add commit. Place the formula template.rb with our hello.rb. Your tab will now be available for all homebrew users. They can install your script with brew install. This is freaking awesome. This is exactly what I wanted. Man, AI, so sweet. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to create a new project. We're going to call this Hello Randroid. Okay, calling it Hello Randroid using Python 3.9. New window. Attach. What does attach do? I'm gonna keep this up here floating around. Okay. All right, we're gonna change this to literally just print hello Randroid. No variables or no arguments, nothing. Okay, print hello Randroid. Great. Create a Python script and example. Create a very simple script that prints hello world. Hello underscore world py. Sure, we're gonna do that. Refactor. So we're gonna call it hello Randroid. Okay, done. Starting from basics, guys. Homebrew formula is a script that defines how an application should be installed. Okay. Here's basic format structure that we can use. Okay. Copy this. Replace user repo with your GitHub username. Save this as hello world.rb inside a directory called formula. Okay. New directory. Formula. Okay. New file. This one's called what? Hello Randroid. I keep adding Randroid.rb. Great. This, and we change this to hello Randroid. And we change this to my Python hello world script. Fine. Let's say Randroid's Python hello world script. And then this is Randroid 88. Randroid 88. And the repo. We're gonna call it. Let's create a new one. Android 88. Home brew dash hello Randroid. One word. We'll change this later. Just set this for now. Actually, this will probably be the right name anyways. We just need this later. Okay. Hello Randroid. This doesn't have any underscores. How's this gonna work? Hello Randroid. I always had a W there. It's like I'm ready to type bin hello world system, bin hello world, hello Randroid. I always do that. It's so crazy. Alright. Setting up the GitHub repository, my repo formula. Oh, yep, make a release. Okay, so we want to make this an actual GitHub auth login. Ooh, GH auth login. GitHub. Already logged into GitHub. Do you want to re-authenticate? Yes. SSH. Yep. Title for no, I don't want to re-authenticate. Take that back. GH auth. Set up Git with GitHub CLI. Set up login, log out, refresh, store nothing. Set up status. GH status. Assigned issues. Nothing here. GH. How do I create a new repo? Let's see. All right, to create a new GitHub repo in the command line and push current directory. Initialize. Okay. Create a new GitHub repository. You need to manually create a new repository on GitHub before you can push your code to make sure to keep the new repository empty, meaning do not initialize it. Okay, I guess that's how I normally do it, but I thought maybe there was a way to do it from the command line. Guess not. Okay, we're going to say new repositories, new, no template, Randroid, hello Randroid. Okay, right? The name, or no, it's homebrew dash hello Randroid. Homebrew dash hello Randroid. Description. Add a readme? No. Get ignored? No. Choose a license? No. Public? Sure. Great. Initialize Git in your local directory. Creating the new repo on the GitHub, you'll need to initialize your local directory as a Git repository and add your files to it. Git init. Git add. Actually, let's make sure I added the right things. We don't want these. Git ignore, git ignore, git ignore, git ignore this, git ignore, git ignore, add VCS, create self, rollback, branches, it's weird. I thought you can, I guess I have to open the file and then I can get ignored. It's annoying. No, I can't. Are you serious? Oh, I want to ignore everything in .idea. Okay. Boom. Deal with it. Now what? You're ignored. Hello. Refresh. Roll back. Unversioned. Get it in it. Command creates the local gear. The commit your changes. Yep. Commit dash m initial commit. Okay. is it getting ignored? Not there. Link your local repository to your GitHub repository. Yep. Git remote add origin. HTTPS github.com/randroid88 homebrew dash hello Randroid, right? Push git push dash u origin main username for what? Password. Why is that my password? Can I push? Control C. Git push. Login via GitHub. Pushed. Hello, Randroid. Great. Got the formula. Cool. Back to the tutorial. Making a release. GitHub. Click releases. Where releases down here. Create a new release. Choose a tag. Put a tag version. Main release title. Initial release. Set as pre-release. There's a way to add it. There's a way to choose a tag. Create a new tag on publish. Right. Choose a tag. Main. Publish release. Draft release. Put a tag version. And create your release. GitHub automatically generate. Okay. Make sure you have a valid tag. I want you to create one on publish. Whatever. Okay. v1.0.0. Or is that what I did? 1.0.0. Yeah, it is. Great. Save draft. Do I publish it? Create release. Let's see if that just drafting it does it. Publish. Great. And here it is. Here's the link. Copy link address. Well, this might be the same. Let's check. Looks the same. Archive. Yep. Tags. Oh no, it's under tags. Refs tags. Let me see. Does this actually work as is? Let's find out. Not found. Okay. What? Are you telling me I no longer... What are you talking about? This is already paid for. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Where'd it go? Here. Copy. No. No. Copy address. Okay. And I need the SHA. How do I get the SHA? Here it is. Right? Oh no. Go back. And you can get the SHA-256 by downloading and running SHA-A256. Alright, that's not the commit SHA, but the actual file itself. So let's do that. CD downloads. Yes. Shaw 256 dash 8. Dash A. Oh, I already have that. Dash A, and then just the name of the file. The file is compress, Firebase, Homebrew, Randroid, Homebrew. This guy. Cool. And then we got the shop. Is that right? Is that the full thing? Okay, cool. Okay. Writing your formula, replace the URL and Shaw fields in your formula with the URL, then commit and push. Okay. Updated URL and Shaw. To ensure your formula works as expected, use brew install -- build from source with new GitHub URL. Brew install raw. What the heck? Randroid 88. Randroid. Or it was like hello. Was it hello homebrew? Hello Randroid. Main formula. Non-checksum download of hello and a formula file from arbitrary URLs unsupported brew extract. Do I have to publish again? That's kind of stupid if I have to publish again. Can I republish? Do you think it will let me? No, because in the shell it'll be different. This doesn't make any sense. I guess I can make another version, but then it's not going to be. It's something so weird. The new version is going to be. Is that really going to work? Non-checksum download of hello Randroid formula file from an arbitrary URL is unsupported. Brew shed or brew create and brew tab new to create. Yeah. If also has been followed correctly, Brew should now be able to manage your Python script as a package. Oh, your Python script. Now we're really ready to publish your tab. First, create a new tab. All right, let's try this. I still think I might need to create a new version, but if I create a new version, then I don't have the right SHA. That's so weird. Okay, let's try it. Brew tab - new Randroid 88 / homebrew - hello Randroid. Okay. Finally push it. Okay. Then cd into the generated directory and place the formula. Did you generate something? Where did that create it? Then cd into the generated directory. Replace the formula template RB with cd formula. There is no. What are you talking about? That doesn't seem right. Brew tap new. That's what I did, right? Oh, but I put it here. I see. CD here. LS. CD formula. LS. There's nothing in there. Then CD into the generated directory and place the formula template RB with your hello RB. Then push the changes. Something's not quite right. Create mode. Create GitHub workflows, publish. Create Randroid, hello Android tab. Initialize empty git. There's like nothing in there though. I guess it's a new git. I have to like cd into that, I guess. Open. Okay. Git commit or git add git commit dash am initial import git push origin main. Could not read from remote repository. Origin does not appear to be a git. Origin master? No. ls git status. Nothing to commit. Working tree. Git push. Git push remote. Git remote. Add up. Sounds almost right, and then it's not. Nothing else added, right? How do I install these formats? Brew installs. Brew tab. I mean, that's not needed. That's like nothing. Replace username. Okay. Brew install my formula. Brew install. Now your formula is accessible to anyone as a tab. They can use it by tapping their GitHub browser and installing the formula. No available formula with the name Hello Randroid. Did you mean Hello Randroid?